Shall I start, sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Followed by, we welcome Dr. S. Christian Johnson, sir, presently working as a director at Erode Sengundar Engineering College, Perundurai, and managing director in Blessing Powers and Civil Consultancy, Bhavani. He holds his bachelor degree in civil engineering from Annamalai University in the year of 1988 and master's from IIT Mumbai in the year of 1990, MBA from Annamalai University in the year of 2002, and PhD in civil engineering from Anna University in the year of 2012. He begins his career as a lecturer in Bharat Vidyapeeth College of Engineering at Mumbai in the year of 1990 and subsequently at National Aeronautical Laboratory, Bangalore, as a postgraduate trainee during 1991 and 1992. Then he joined the Tamil Nadu Electricity Board as assistant engineer in the year of February 1992 and up to June 2012. He worked in various capacities in the organization more than 20 years. He acted as a dean at Excel Engineering College, Komarapalayam for about 6 years from 2012 to 2018. He is a member of professional bodies like ICA, ISTE, CIGRE, and fellow of IE and IOV, besides a chartered engineer. He is a secretary of one of the ongoing workshop group B2.65 and visited Ireland and France and inviting in generating a technical brochure on detecting, preventing, and repair of subsurface corrosion in overhead line support, anchor, and foundation. He published more than 50 papers in conference and in journals and authored 10 textbooks, guided about more than 20 PG projects and 35 UG projects and one research scholars. Presently, 6 research scholars are pursuing this PhD under guidelines besides PG and UG students. We welcome you for the session, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. You can present it, madam.
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Is it coming here? Is it visible? Is my screen visible?
The screen is visible, sir, but the slide is in zoom out.
It's not coming here.
Yeah, sir, you should click the bottom icon, zoom in option. Sir, in bottom, there is an icon, zoom in option, sir.
No, I am not putting this. I actually presents. Select tab, push tab. There you go. Yeah, this is what it is. This one.
Open the file again, sir.
It's not opening, madam. Is it visible?
The screen is visible, but the file is in unopened, sir.
Now is it visible, madam?
The screen is visible, sir, but the file is in unopened till now.
Screen is not coming, huh?
Yes, sir.
Now?
No, sir.
No.
So can you share this presentation to our...
Yes, madam, I'll share it to you. Can I share it by mail? Mail, madam? Please see it, madam. I have shared it to you.
Sir, we are facing some technical issues, sir. Sir, your mic is in mute, sir.
Yeah, is it now audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir, but the screen is
Madam,
not
is it audible? Screen. I have sent it to you, madam. Did you see this thing? Did you see your mail?
Sir, you shared the
No.
link, sir, but we need the presentation
shared
file copy, sir. You
I
shared
have
the
sent it.
link.
I have sent. No, I have sent it this thing, madam. That mail is that presentation itself. I have sent it to you.
Okay, sir, let me check 1 second, sir.
Yeah, you just check it in the mail.
Sure, sir, 1 second.
You present it, madam, please. This is having some problems. Like problem. Ma. Yes, madam. Next slide, madam. Next slide. Second slide. Yeah, second slide, madam. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Is it audible?
Is sir audible, sir?
Okay, madam. I just put the full screen, madam. I just read through it. Now you can just move one by one.
Okay, sir.
The present it, madam. Just full screen. Yeah, I'll present it, na?
Yes, sir. You can start
Yes.
your presentation, sir.
Yeah, I see. Actually, this topic is a bit sorry for the delay. The urban resilience is one of the topic, which emerged only recently. Actually, we talk about this global warming and so many natural disasters taking place because of climatical changes across the world. So people are very much worried about the sustainability of human lives. So everywhere now, people are the leaders of the countries are talking about the sustainability. So they have put so many goals under sustainability, and one of that goal is the how to really keep the cities safe. So for the people comfort and safety or the sustenance. So out of that SDG, one of the sustainability goals, this topic emerged, this urban resilience. The meaning of urban resilience is the capacity of a city and the urban system. Right? The system consists of social, economic, natural, human, and technical, physical aspects. So all these systems should observe strong perturbations. Okay, so many situations are rising up in cities. Even now we talk about hear about the fire in the California, Los Angeles, so strong perturbations. Okay, so these things happening in the earth. So these causes so many effects upon that. It impacts the society. So these strong perturbations, they create so many changes, tensions, destructions, and uncertainty. And it really causes a lot of disturbance like shocks, disasters, changing weather, price, or disruptive events. Okay, urban resilience means the city must be able to resist, withstand all these perturbations and disturbances like natural disturbances, man-made disturbances, or any other destructive events. So if the city is able to adapt itself in order to face the challenges, naturally face challenges, shocks, or any weather situations, then the city is called as resilient city. Resilient city. So many people have they have come up with their own definitions. One, Mr. Ribeiro and Beno, they have come up with this definition. So the city is able to adapt itself to change and improve systems that limit current or future adaptive capacity. Then the city is called the urban resilient city. Okay, next one. Next one, madam. Next one. Can go to the next slide. Madam, go to the next slide. Next slide. Please move to the next slide. Yeah. Previous slide. Madam, previous slide. Yeah. See, this is another definition. While some quantitative assessments still use weighted indicators, other studies couple of models across multiple urban systems, usually limited to water, electricity, and transport system to connect model variables that are associated with civil infrastructure resilience as summarized. See, they have the researchers have come across so many models, and one such model, they have come up with this definition, like whenever this natural disaster takes place, and other drought or any famine or fire, earthquake or anything, it really affects the electricity supply and transportation system, and also the water. So in the present scenario, the planners must be able to design or plan the infrastructure in such a way that it is able to really serve the society and able to recoup immediately after the natural disaster takes place, it was really able to come back again to its original condition. Then such thing is called as urban resilience. The planets must have these things into their considerations. Next one, madam. Next one. Yeah, you just make it slightly big, madam. Can you make it slightly big? Okay, yeah, okay. See, actually, I have just taken some of the incidents. One is, hurricane. You see about hurricane, Sandy, a place called the disaster, the hurricane, this cloud busting, and also this forest fire. Okay, so all these things, whenever they take place, they have taken how much time to manage those things and put the city into the normal state. All these things they have started to relation. One of the person ATAL has come up with one definition. He says, urban resilience means it refers to the ability of an urban system and all its content, so ecological, social networks, temporal and spatial space to maintain or rapidly return to desired functions in the face of disturbance, to adapt to change and to quickly transform systems that limit current or future adaptive capacity. If you take Trivandrum for in our country, in the last 2 years, 2-3 years before, how much it got really affected by the flood, and northeast and northern areas, northern India, how they are affected by the floods, and in the plannings in Chennai, how the planners have made this city, and how it is really developing urbanization. Because of increasing population in the urban area, they are finding it very difficult to house those people in the city. So it's cities like Chennai, it is developing, expanding horizontally. So they have really, you see this, they have constructed a lot of houses across the so many canals or rivers. So you see, in some areas they have put lakes like Valedictory. So these areas, they originally were holding water, but those things, yeah, right now those things, they are having so many house constructions in those areas. So one must really plan those things properly. Otherwise, if the city is not planned, expecting flood situations, how it is going to let out those floods safely. So many times, because of these aspects, the planets have left out, and they have not considered these authorities. They have allowed permission. They have permitted people to construct so many buildings. So how much of those buildings are not resilient? Those buildings are not resilient. Next slide, you can go. Next slide. Go to the next slide. Yeah. So you look at this. The world cities are more densely populated, as I said, and more interconnected than ever before. While this brings increasing social and economic advantages, this also brings increasing vulnerabilities. Today's new normal requires models of governance that mitigate risk and respond to evolving challenges. So there are so many challenges because of this global warming and the unseasonal rains. So the planners have to really should have a proper model of governance, and so as to mitigate the risk and respond to the challenges. Next one. Next one, madam. Next one. Next slide. Yeah. Urban resilience is the capacity of a city system, business, institutions, communities, and individuals to survive, adapt, and thrive, no matter what chronic stresses and acute shocks they experience. Okay, this is the definition. Urban resilience responds to 3 converging global mega trends: climate change, urbanization, and globalization. So you see, the urban resilience must have these three concepts while doing this planning, like climatical change aspect. Second one is urbanization. And people are really populating, people from the village areas coming to the city, and they are making homes there, and they construct, and the road development, everything must take place. That is called urbanization. So these trend like globalization also must be taken. Everywhere people are talking about construction of halls, whatever the materials that are available, articles which are available in other countries, they are available the local areas. That is called globalization. This globalization aspect and urbanization aspect are also considered. Next one. Next one. So urban resilience demands that cities look holistically at the capacities and the risk, including through meaningful engagement with the most vulnerable members of the community. But this is not an easy one. This is not an easy one. The planners have to really have a thorough study, and they should be able to explore sustainability issues, focusing on livelihoods and well-being, and examining land use planning and infrastructure. This approach cannot meet the demands of today's interconnected world. Cities are systems. They are no more silos. Cities are made up of people, and places often experiencing rapid change. Next one. Next one. Yeah, next one, madam. This is not necessary. This is an extra one. Next one. Already I told about planning of resilient city. Next one. Go to the next slide. Yeah. No, earlier one. Previous one, madam. Previous one, yeah. So it's slightly big, it's missing, huh? Yeah. Okay, just slightly move. Yeah. So the capacity of urban systems to absorb and recover quickly from a crisis. So the planners some 1 century or the earlier people they have not really urbanization. People are living in villages. They were not moving to the city. Nowadays, cities are going vertically up, and when it is getting quickly populated, transport problem is there, water problem is there, energy problem is there. So in everywhere, urbanization is. Villages are becoming towns, and towns are becoming cities, and cities are becoming mega cities. So when the planners are planning the city, they should plan the proper way, that we should have capacity to observe and recover quickly from a crisis. So whenever there is a bomb, nowadays bombing is taking place. It's very colossal. It's not easy. But normally, flooding, if you take the account of earthquake, for that matter, any disaster, even drought, for instance. So the city must be able to recover quickly. Sometimes, the power problem is there. Power shutdown is taking place. Lockout taking place. So because of heavy wind, the transmission system gets failed. Some big lakes or big dams can fail, collapse can take place. So a city which is depending upon a dam for water supply or a lake for water supply, the planners must infuse the system into the urbanization planning, so that this will come back. People will be able to come back to the normalcy, recover normalcy. So all these things, the planners must keep this. For that, they have to go for all the modern system like geographical information system, and they should be able to really extrapolate the things. And there are so many other new technologies available, like artificial intelligence and those things, right? There are so many data are available. All those data should be analyzed, and properly they should have a proper trend, and those things should be considered while really planning the road, planning the bridge, planning the railways, and even cities are right now we are going with metros. So many metros are being planned. So some metros, the railway lines are going up, and some places it is going down, and all these things should be planned and properly considering the growth of the city there and urbanization trend. So then only is called urban resilience, and planners must really keep these things into their accounts. Next one. The primary goal of NHAP is to realize the goal of sustainable development in city. Right? It's one of the UN Habitat goal. Next one. Next one, madam. Next one. Yeah. See, there are the many cities like here it is mentioned like Christchurch, largest city in New Zealand, and Japan, Sandal province, and so many cities. They are very much affected by wind, hurricane, and also earthquakes. Next one. So whenever global leaders, national leaders, they talk for the past two decades. Whenever leaders are going for the global summit, they talk about this kind of need for bottom-up city level institutional building, transfer of capacity, and know how to engage planners and urban authorities at the front line. So keeping these into account, because of heavy flood and water flow in the river, flooding takes place, and so many people, not only the human people are affected, but also the machineries, automobiles, even aeroplanes, how much they are affected because of these airports, when they are not able to accommodate the flood, how many water is going into the even into the aircraft. Next one. So there is a clear-cut difference between the risk and the resilience. So what is the risk? What is the resilience? So far we have been considering only risk. We consider the risk and do that. But now the trend is resilience. We should have a multi-hazard approach. You should be able to plan, keeping these various systems, analyzing them, and then we have to integrating so many strategies like forward planning and development, including so you should have the resilience-driven approach. Next one. So I was telling about the beginning. What are the global goals for the sustainable development? Why you should know? Once we are having this information, we will be able to understand what is meant by urban resilience and the importance. What are the global goals for sustainable development? Did you know that 2.2 billion people globally do not have access to safe water at home? They have water anyway, everywhere, but no safe water for drinking. That is the trend now. So that is why now the talk of the day is sustainable development. These are the global goals, and that resulted in resilience design and resilience planning. Next one. So in the year 2015 itself, world leaders agreed to 17 global goals, officially known as Sustainable Development Goals. They are aiming to create a better world by 2030 by ending poverty, fighting inequality, and addressing the urgency of climate change. Next one. Next one. Yeah. These are the 17 SDG goals. These are the 17 sustainable development goals. Being civil engineers, we must understand, we must know about all these goals. There are the 17 goals. So the first goal is no poverty. So no zero, that is zero hunger. Zero hunger is the second goal. Good health and well-being. That is the third SD goal. Quality education. Fourth goal. Gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequality, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institutions, partnership for the goals. These are the 17 sustainable development goals. Out of these 11th one is sustainable cities and communities. So only this goal, sustainable cities and communities, have led for this urbanization planning. That not to just only to take risk, but you have to plan properly so that it can recover quickly. So the 11th sustainable goal only, sustainable development goal only has led for this urban resilience. Next one, madam. Yeah, these are the 17 SD goals, sustainable development goals. One must know, a professional academician must know about these things. Only when we know about these sustainable development goals, we talk about education, and then under that, we talk about so many accreditation and quality of education and so many policies, new education policies, in order to enhance the educational levels, or gross education index they are talking about. Next one. Next one, madam. Next one. So the goal 11, is making the cities communities safe and sustainable. Cities represent the future of global living. The world's population reached 8 billion on 2022, over half living in urban areas. This figure is only expected to rise, with 70% of people expected to live in cities by 2050. So by 2050, out of 8 billion people, 70% will be staying in urban. So approximately 1.1 billion people currently live in slums or slum-like conditions in cities, with 2 billion more expected to the next 30 years. If you go to Chennai, see people who are living in the urban areas, like the Scone area, Bank or Egmore area, you see people are living only in the banks of Kumar River. If you go to Bombay, you see, though we see one of the mega city in India, to take Dharavi, slum conditions there. So lakhs and lakhs of people are living there. And if you're traveling from Bombay to North Bombay or New Bombay, so all those lanes, no people are living in the slum areas. City, so there is no proper road, there is no proper electricity, there is no proper water, safe water for drinking. If you take the Delhi, our capital city, you see this, how much of smoke and fogs because of heavy pollution. So these are the conditions in cities. They are not safe. They are not resilient. So government of India must come forward for resilient planning. So that is why these thoughts are being infused into the academicians and industrialists and constructors. So if our planning is not resilient one, people that survival is really is a questionable one. So in the coming days, they say that 2 billion or more expected people in the next 30 years will be living like slum-like conditions in cities. So that is why on one side, tall buildings are coming up. Rich people are very rich, but the people who are seeking job and moving and migrating to cities, they are and people who are really working groups living in slum areas, they are not having proper water, proper road, proper transport. No, how you see the road links there, how much of traffic jam takes place. Person who is starting in Tambaram to reach Chennai's central, how much of time it takes place, even though we are having a lot of this thing, metro system, still there are a lot of problems. So when there is flood, no water, the water stagnation is there, no proper water drainage available. Water drainage is there, but no, every time they are improving upon, every time there is no proper this thing. So whenever there is cities planned, that's why people are going for cities like Chandigarh. No, it's highly planned. They go for moving the city's bus stand to the outskirts of the city, and they have to do everything newly. Yeah, next one. Next one. So good progress has been made since the implementation of SDR. So after this 2015, this government of India or world came up with this SDG goal. Some progress has taken place significantly. Next one. But we are very far away. So why are cities are not future-proof? Most of the urban growth is taking place in small cities and intermediate towns, exacerbating inequalities in urban poverty. Yeah, next already I told about this matter. Next one. Next one, madam. Move to the next. So many cities are also more vulnerable to climate change. I was telling about Delhi and natural disasters. Now, whenever there is, if you go to Gangtok in northeast area, capital of this thing, and the Brahmaputra River, across the Brahmaputra River, and nearby erosion and flooding, right, and earthquake. So those cities are not urban resilient. It's very crucial in order to avoid human and social economic losses. These are the challenges facing the planets. Next one. Next one, madam. Next one. Next one. Next one. So as a what I can do as a common man, or as a what I can do in this thing in order to achieve this. So we have to take an active interest in the governance and management of the city, right? If a person is working as an engineer there, or a planner there, or an architect in the city, right? Or even academicians, we need to really infuse this idea into the student's mind. So advocate for the kind of city you believe you need. Develop a vision for your building, street, and neighborhood, and act for the vision. Are there enough jobs? Can your children walk to school safely? Can you walk with your family at night? How far is the nearest public transport? What is the air quality like? What are your shared public spaces like? The better the conditions to create your community, the greater the effect of quality of life. You see, what about the air quality? Air quality. Can you really do some changes in Delhi? It's very people are really finding it very difficult to inhale sometimes. Especially during the winter times, they're facing it very difficult. They don't have good air. One of the heavily populated and heavily polluted city in our this thing. We need to do a lot of improvement, right? That is possible only by resilient planning. Next one. So urban resilience and planning means rapid urbanization is placing unprecedented strain on the life-critical resources of water, energy, and food. We need rapid take-up of coordinated approaches to urban development and resources management if you are to make a sustainable city a reality. If you want to have a sustainable city, which is a safe one, which is a real one, there need to be a coordinated approaches. That is nexus approaches. Okay, safe water and energy and food. So all these things together, and then the transport facility and all other needs, basic needs. So keeping all these things, only the urbanization must take place. Everywhere going for rapid urbanization. So rapid urbanization must really go along with this resilience planning. Next one. Next one. See, this is a major challenge accompanying and growing global population is rapid urbanization and densification. Densification. See, per capita, this is consumption, and also people who are living in square feet or square meter area. So that is what the densification. More people are staying in one particular area, whereas the other area in the city thinly populated. So rapid urbanization and densification is a major challenge. Cities account for less than 2% of the earth land area, yet urban area consumes about 75% of global energy and materials, and contribute about 70% of global greenhouse emissions. So this data you must consider. 2% of the earth land area is only the city, but 75% of global energy and the materials are required for that, and it is emitting about 70% of global greenhouse gases. So it needs to be checked properly, and all this, climate change, everything, all these things should be really be taken into consideration. All these challenges. The challenges are even more pronounced in the developing world, where resources demand often outstrip supply due to the continued influx of people from the countryside or other countries searching for better living conditions. Next one. Next one, madam. Yeah, next is only statistics. Next one. Next one. So next one, madam. Interlinkages in urban challenges. Many from one department to another department to so there should be proper coordination between various like if you take in our simple languages, if you see if you take city, the communication cables, electricity cables, and road developers, so there should be proper linkages and coordinations should be present between them. Next one, madam. See, some people know if you are going for developing some Kodaikanal, city like Kodaikanal, town like Kodaikanal or Ooty, there are even in you take some tourist spots like Erode. There are some animals which are rare one. So the biodiversity. So biodiversity also must be considered. This species as national important species as fauna or flora. So all these things, some there are some reserve forest area. So urbanization, must really should not really affect those biodiversity and reserve areas. So if you are going for allowing these constructions or road development to come just like that unscrupulous way, they will really affect the nature. So some projects like road linking, see this quadrilateral road, golden quadrilateral road connecting all mega cities, and Chennai, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, and also this east-west corridor and north-south corridor, big roads. It's really a big revelation. big revelations in our country. But if you go to this Jammu and Kashmir, connecting Jammu and Srinagar, so they are going into the Himalayas, and there are a lot of rare species and sedimentary rocks are there, and the water system is affected, land pollution is taking place, and what is that? Landslips are taking place. So all these road developers must really, while planning, they must take all these things into consideration, not affecting the biodiversity. And some people, like notable environmentalists, like Sundarlal Balguna, like he used to undertake a lot of fast and death, the environmentalists. So you see, Degree Dam, when it was constructed, actually it took many years for construction, more than 10 years for construction, because it was stopped in the middle. Many times because of this environmentalists going for the strike, they stopped the work, because if the dam is coming up here, it will lead to submergence of the area, and also trigger earthquake. Reservoir induced seismicity. So many projects like this, road projects and dam projects have been hindered, and some of them are really have been even stopped. If you take this Pandayar Punnamala project in Tamil Nadu Kerala border, those area, actually that project was stopped because of the awareness, environmental awareness. People came forward, and they conducted a lot of strikes and road robbers, and so these are all the area having rare species, and this will trigger. If you are going for disturbing the land there, it will cause this thing. What is that? Landslips and even pollution, and it will climatic changes because of global warming. We will have to cut the tree. So all these things are being considered. And if you take Salem and Chennai, these two cities are connected by a road, and one road is going through the express highway. It stopped because of this. Once you go for a big project, there will be a lot of waste product also come, or the land pollution will take place, and sanitation. All these aspects have to be considered while going for planning. The two resilience planning. Next one. So there are a lot of interconnections and interlinkages, interdependence on urban systems. So next one. I don't want to dwell on that. Next one. Next slide, madam. Yeah. So the urban resilience concept considers urban services such as energy, water, and food, and material provisioning under the integrated and holistic assessment of the overall system. Currently, approaches in urban planning have reached the threshold, as they do not address literal challenges but only aggravate contemporary urban crisis. Next, madam. Next, madam, can you move to the last few slides, madam? I'll just tell. Yeah, I have to. Can you move to the last slides? 2 slides, yeah. Yeah. Below that. Yeah, these are all I already spoke, no? I spoke, yeah. Come down, madam. Go to the following slides. Go to the following slides. Go to the next slide, madam. Next slide. Please go to the next slide, last slide. Yeah. Last 2 slides. Yeah. Yeah, the previous slide. Next slide. Next. Yeah. See, these are the things, urban resilience means, it should be adaptable. You should have a proper foresight, preparedness, absorption, and recovery. These 4 concepts should be there. Proper anticipation and foresight. There are, you see, data analytics are there, a lot of data. All those things, data can be collected, and you can really do some probability studies. You can foresee things and anticipate, and accordingly you have to go for that. Then proper preparedness and planning, and homostatistics, and robustness and buffering, diversity. These are the observations. You should be able to observe all these aspects also. And recover. You should be able to recover, and it should be able to adaptable to the flexible. You should be flexible, and so these four concepts are considered while going for urban resilience. Four areas, like foresight, preparedness, and preparedness, absorption, recovery, and adaptability. Next one. So it have this is a simple cycling. You should promote urban system. That will be risky event, and you should be able to properly resist and recover, then adapt. It's a cycle. Any city should really must undergo this cycle. Whenever there is a risk event, it should be properly resisted and recovered and adapted, and then you should be able to promote, and the urban system how to really consider all these things. So urban resilience planning, okay, must consider all these aspects. Urban resilience planners must keep these SDG goals, sustainability development goal, and that do the 11th aspect talks about city development based on sustainability, and then community safety. So there are so many definitions, So whatever the city we are already, they are existing. I would say that many cities are not planned in our country. Right now they are going for, because of the needs, because of the population growth, they go for the expansion of the road, and then they have to break these things. Our land is not like America. America is only 3 times bigger than India land mass. But no, we are going for a lot of more. Our country is topmost country in population. Okay, it stands first, more than 140 crores of people. We are facing a lot of though there are no population issues. We need to really supply the needs of all these people: the food, water, air, electricity, and proper transport system. So all those things, they are done by the civil engineers are very much involved in that, and all the planning should be properly made. And while they are going for the urban resilience plan, we have to really completely, we have to demolish and scratch. The present trend is that where many cities are really become very bold. If you take Chennai city, right, the whole of people are talking about the Kuvam River, right? Kuvam River, and then the desilting process. Repeatedly doing desilting and going for this thing will not be sufficient. There should be proper innovations. There are new trends, new technologies, all those things. Smart cities. People are talking about smart cities. There are smart materials. There are green buildings. There are star-rated buildings. Considering these B-rated buildings, like star-rated buildings, all those things are coming up. Keeping all these things, issues into sustainable development into accounts. So the urban resilience also is very closely connected to this development, sustainable development. So with these few informations, I would like to conclude my session. Thank you for your passion sharing. I do not know how much really it has added. Just added to your knowledge, even, but it was a very new one for me. I try to learn from this thing. If there is anyone, if you know anything newly on this aspect, you can really communicate to me. I'll be very glad to receive. I will be able to correct it and improve upon this presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I thank the principal of Polytechnic College, Sakthi Polytechnic College, similar sir, and HOD of Civil Department, Shanmugam sir, and all the dear faculty members and the participants in the program from various areas for really involving yourself into this session. Thank you very much.
Participants, do you have any queries? You can ask now. So let me conclude, sir.
Hello, madam.
Sir, let me conclude, sir.
Yes, madam.
Okay, sir. Urban resilient planning. He dealt urban recovery from a crisis, 17 sustainable development goals of goal 11 make cities resilient and sustainable. He briefly covers interlinkages in urban challenges. Thank you for your wonderful session, sir.
Thank you, madam. Madam, I have got a little work.
Okay, sir. So your voice is not audible, sir. It's time for your feedback and assessment in your individual portal. Next validatory function will be start sharp at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you. Good evening to one and all present here. We welcome all of you for the validatory function of 6 days online ATAL FTB faculty development program. Thank you for your coordination. All the sessions as per schedule have been covered with the help and support of experts and participants. This program will be the eye-open for the disaster management throughout the world. Now I request to address Coordinator Dr. R. Shanmugam sir, Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Sakthi Polytechnic College, to welcome the gatherings for validatory function.
Good evening. We welcome you for the validity function of ATAL Academy online FPP program on disaster management and resilient infrastructure. Our today's chief guest is Dr. G.S. Trijanam, Professor, Builders Engineering College, Kangayam. He worked in Institute of Road and Transport Technology. Currently, it is Government Engineering College, Erode, holding many positions and retired as principal. Presently, he is in Builders Engineering College, Kangayam. He is my PG teacher as well as my research guide. We welcome you for this validity function, sir. We welcome our principal, Dr. S. Sedilarasu, to preside over this function. He is continuously encouraging and supporting to conduct these types of program. We welcome you, sir. Dr. K.R. Muthusamy, Director, sir, continuously motivating to do these types of programs. He accepted to deliver the felicitation address. We welcome you, sir. We welcome all the participants to this validity function. You have participated and supported throughout this program. We welcome all the participants. Once again, we welcome all of you. Welcome you.
Thank you, sir. I am glad to welcome Dr. S. Sendilarasu sir, Principal of Sakthi Polytechnic College, to deliver the presidential address.
Esteemed chief guest of today's function, Dr. G.S. Tirunyanam, Professor from Builders Engineering College, Kangayam, respected Director, beloved Coordinator Dr. Shanmugam, dear organizing team members, distinguished scholars, and fellow participants. Good evening to one and all who have joined here. It is with a profound sense of gratitude and accomplishment that I stand before you today at the valedictory of this enriching faculty development program on disaster management and resilient infrastructure. This program has been an invaluable journey of learning and intellectual stimulation, and I am deeply grateful to the organizer for this incredible opportunity. Over the past 6 days, we have delved into the multifaceted aspects of disaster management, from understanding the complex interplay of natural and human-induced hazards to exploring cutting-edge technologies and innovative approaches for building resilient communities and infrastructure. The insightful lectures, engaging discussions have broadened our perspectives, challenged our assumptions, and equipped us with the knowledge and skills necessary to address the pressing challenges of disaster risk reduction and resilience building. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the esteemed faculty members who generously shared their expertise and insights with us. Your passion for the subject matter was truly inspiring, and your dedication to our learning has made a lasting impact. This program has not only enhanced our understanding of disaster management principles, but also inspired us to become more proactive and engaged in finding solutions to the challenges faced by our communities. We are now better equipped to integrate disaster risk considerations into our teaching and research, educate future generations on the importance of resilience, and contribute to the development of more sustainable and disaster resilient societies. As we conclude this program, let us carry forward the knowledge and inspiration gained here to our respective institutions and communities. Let us strive to translate our learning into tangible actions, empower our students, and contribute to a safer and more resilient future to all. Thank you once again to the organizer, and exclusively my sincere appreciation and thanks to the coordinator and the organizing team members for the sincere effort during the past 1 month. And also like to thank the faculty and fellow participants for making this program truly memorable and enriching experience. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My hearty welcome to our Honorable Director, Dr. K.R. Muthusamy, sir, to deliver the felicitation address.
Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Thiringanam, sir. He was my PhD guide, very humble and honest man. Then our respected principal, Dr. Sendilarse, then our coordinator, Dr. Sarmogan, our team members of Civil Engineering Department of Sakthi Polytechnic College. Good evening to one and all, the fellow participants and all others. It is very I'm sincerely thankful to the team for arranging this type of faculty development program. That is very useful, because the disasters often happen in many parts of the world, especially in India also. We have faced in 2001, there was a great earthquake that created a lot of damages in the structures and also lives. Also in 2004 tsunami, it also happened and killed so many lives. Therefore, from that we have learned the lesson how to overcome this type of problems. Therefore, our government also involved in many ways to share the knowledge from various faculty members and experts to the coming generation. In that way, our team, Dr. Sanmugam and his team, arranged a program, Disaster Management and Resilience Structures. The structures often normally the civil engineers build the structure that is normally brittle in nature. That is not ductility is a problem because the concrete, brickwork, and other things are normally brittle in nature. Any sort of disaster comes, it suddenly fails. That also leads to so many loss of lives, money, economy, and all. So in that way, the civil engineers have tried and introduced so many structures that are resilient in nature to overcome these types of problems. So in this way, I think there are different sessions taken by so many experts. The participants might have gained the knowledge out of it, how to build resilient structures to safeguard from the disasters and all. Once again, I congratulate our team and our organizers, fellow participants for having organized and attended the program. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. G.S. Tirunyanam, sir, to deliver the chief guest address.
Good evening to one and all. Respected Director, Dr. Muthuswamy, the respected Principal, and HOD of Civil Engineering, faculty members of the Civil Engineering, and the participants of this ATAL Faculty Development Program on Disaster Management and Resilient Infrastructure. First of all, I wish to congratulate for selecting this topic. Currently, this topic is more important topic because of the climate change and the global warming, etc. And for the past 6 days, 5 days or 6 days, the participants have learned something on the modern technologies, AI use, artificial intelligence usage, and drone technology for predicting the disaster and improving the management aspects for counteracting the disaster, and also the modern materials of the construction and recovery and resilience structures, etc., are well illustrated by the resource persons. The various resource persons ranging from the highly reputed institutions, NIT Calicut, and from the field engineers, Dimensions and Menhart, and some other resource persons from Indonesia and Malaysia, etc. They have covered all the topics in a fruitful manner. I think the participants have gained knowledge on the disaster management and the resilience structures. That is the purpose of this course. Today we are in the concluding session, and I wish to conclude the latest disasters and the importance of this program. Nowadays, from the TV and media news, we have a lot of news from America. That is, Los Angeles is firing. The entire city is completely demolished. All the RCC buildings and other buildings have been demolished, and a lakhs of people have been dislocated, and some casualties are there. This type of fire disaster has not occurred for the past 100 years or so. The scientists have predicted this is due to global warming and the climate change. Hereafter, all the peoples have to be very careful in facing this type of natural disasters. So we civil engineers have to build the resilient structures to be resistant against the natural earthquakes or the cyclone and storms, the fires, etc. This Los Angeles disaster is due to fire. Wayanad disaster is due to landslide. And China, Tibet, some part of Tibet is subjected to earthquake, and most of the buildings have collapsed and resulting in the casualties. And yesterday or day before yesterday, there is another news from Saudi Arabia. Due to the rain and heavy flood, Makkah and Medina, the holy places for Muslims, have been affected by this flood disaster, etc. That is the main focus of this program. Whenever there is a disaster due to natural causes or the man-made disasters due to the bomb explosions, that is Russia-Ukraine war or Israel-Gaza war, etc., man-made disasters, we have to be very careful in building our structures and protecting our peoples. The aim of this disaster management is safety of the peoples and contents are assured. You have to safeguard your peoples, the ordinary residents, ordinary people that does not be affected by these disasters. So our predominant aim is to safeguard the people. Safety of the people is the main aim. And at the same time, the contents are also assured because there is a heavy loss. It is said that about 129 lakhs of dollars have been the loss due to this fire. So America will facing this type of economic crisis. Latest news. So these type of disasters have to be taken care of by the engineers, and we should develop a suitable protocol measures to counteract this type of disasters and other damages. We have to protect our peoples, etc. So this is mainly due to the global change, global warming and greenhouse gas emissions, etc. This is a particular type of the civil engineering, climatology. And in our course, we have studied the engineering, geology, and this disaster risk and reduction management, etc. We will apply these techniques in this area and to protect our peoples and the country. I wish to participate all the participants from various institutions for attending this program, and in future they have applied this knowledge in their career, and they have built their resilient structures, and they have developed technologies for countering this type of natural and man-made disasters, etc. I wish to congratulate the entire organizations and the Sakthi Polytechnic College for selecting this latest topic and educate our engineers and the staff members for this course. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It's time for common feedback session regarding organizing committee, FTP topic oriented, research person oriented. Do you have any queries, feedback, suggestions? You can ask now.
Okay, I will give the feedback about Dr. Sudhakar's lecture. His lecture is very, very informative, and all the damages due to these disasters have been very well covered. And As a civil engineer, I have learned a lot of things. What are the mistakes that are commonly done during the construction of the buildings and the designing aspect. The faulty design and the construction materials, poor quality construction materials, all lead to this type of disaster. While constructing the building, some part of the building have been demolished and a few casualties are there, etc. One example is the Maulivakkam building. Maulivakkam building, during the construction of 11th floor, in the evening time on Saturday, there may be a twisting of the building due to some causes. It may be due to the liquefaction of soil. Heavy rain is there. A liquefaction of soil or the faulty design construction, the effect of torsion on the building, and the building completely collapsed and killing most of the peoples. So the government constituted a committee to investigate about this disaster, and Dr. C. Umarani is conducting the investigation and finally report it may be due to the design fault and the construction fault. They have get the approval for only 4 stories, but they constructed about 10 story or 11 story, etc. The design is not up to the standard for the 10th, 11th story. That building is surviving up to 8th or 9th story because of the factor of safety. Because they have adopted the working stress method, the retired chief engineer or from PWD, etc. They have adopted this working stress method. So the factor of safety controls this type of disaster up to that stage. Once they cross, the materials are yielding and a crushing of concrete will take place, finally killing the peoples. Complete demolition of the structure. Similarly, after disaster, we have learned something. For example, the Los Angeles fire have taught us about where we should build our building, etc. What are the materials to be used for the building, and what are the fire resistant codes, etc. Our IS code, IS 456 2000, they didn't explain this fire resistance up to the mark. It may only up to 100 years or 100 degrees or 200 degrees like that, and the fire exposure to 1 hour or 2 hours. But the Los Angeles fire is continuous on the fourth day. So this type of disaster gives an eye-opening to the engineers. Hereafter, we have to train ourselves to face this type of disasters. So that is the outcome, as I mentioned, as I considered. Any other feedback from the participants?
Ravichandran sir, you have raised your hands. You have any suggestions or feedback? You can share now, sir.
Good evening to all. First of all, I will thank to the management of SPC and the principal sir and then coordinators. It's a wonderful session for the past 6 days, especially in the evening time. This topic is very much important for this recent scenario, especially disaster management, not only for civil, it is for all.
So your voice is not audible, sir.
No? Are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, hello. Can you audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Ravichandran, you can speak. It is audible.
Sorry, sir, I am not clearly audible here. Yes? Sorry, sir, you have any technical problem?
No issue, sir. You are audible. Please proceed.
Okay, sir. Yeah, very much wonderful session for the past 6 days. It's a good topic. This is a disaster management. This especially for all the people. Today we know about the disaster management. So first of all, I'll thank the management of SPC and the principals and organizers. This type of FDPs are today very much useful for not only for faculty, it is also for the students also. So in future days, we will conduct for the this type of FDPs for all the faculties as well as students also. If nowadays the students have a mobile, all have a online session is very useful for us because the selected students are included for this type of FDP, that is students development program. This is my point of feedback. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Vijayalakshmi ma'am, you have raised your hands. You can proceed now, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. Your voice is audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. First of all, I want to express my gratitude towards management and organization session. This training was excellent because the presenter used their real life experience, and it shows how to improve our works in future for research works. And I'm a textile department, but I know some of the information. What are the product we will develop in regarding disaster management by using our department works also. So it was very good FDP. We are really enjoyed and realized everything. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Balaji Vishwanathan, sir, you can proceed now.
Very good evening, sir, madam. So I myself Balaji Vishwanathan from Tyagarajar Polytechnic College, Salem. So I am basically from mechanical engineering department. So in this disaster management and infrastructure, so as a multidisciplinary concept, you have learned a lot about the disaster management and various aspects. The content delivered by all the expert members are very wonderful, and it was very interesting. We have learned a lot as a interdisciplinary concept from this FDP program organized by ATAL in association with Sakthi Polytechnic College and College Sakthi Nagar. We thank the management of SPC for organizing such a program for the knowledge development of faculty members, and I also thank our management principal for providing the permission for attending this FDB for these past 6 days. It was an excellent and wonderful session. Thank you, sir, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Krishna Kumar, sir, you have raised your hands. You can proceed now. Sendil Raja, sir, you have raised your hands. You can ask now.
Good evening to all present here. I am myself Sendil Raja from K.S. Rangasamy Institute of Technology, Tiruchengod. All the sessions are in a in-depth, concept are in in-depth. So it's a very useful for us. Thanks for the organizing the ATAL and Sakthi Polytechnic College. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Any other suggestions or feedbacks can share now. Thank you all. Now I request Mr. M. Chandran sir, Department of Civil Engineering, Sakthi Polytechnic College, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to all. Myself, Chandran Mohan from Sakthi Polytechnic College. It's my honor to deliver the vote of thanks for the informative AICTE Training and Learning Academy on online faculty development program on disaster management and resilient infrastructure. First and leading, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to AICTE Training and Learning Academy for organizing this program, which has provided us with an outstanding platform to gain an insight into disaster management and its role in ensuring resilient infrastructure. A special note of thankfulness goes to our college management, esteemed correspondent sir, Mr. G. Munisami sir, thank you sir. Director Dr. K.R. Muthusami sir, thank you sir. And respected principal Dr. S. Sendularasa sir, thank you sir, for their dedicated support and guidance in making this program a reality. Your motivation and vision have been instrumental in facilitating such impactful innovatives, enabling us to grow both personally and professionally. Thank you for your dedication and commitment to promoting a culture of learning and innovation. Thank you, sir. We extend our sincere thanks to the chief guest, Dr. G.S. Trinyanam, sir, for being with us today. And we are all thankful for your support, sir. It is with great honor and thanks that I extend a heartfelt thanks to all the notable guest lecturers from various esteemed institutions and industries who have shared their skills with us. Your thought-provoking lectures, practical insights, and rich experience have added remarkable value to this event. Very, very special thanks to all the participants for your active attention and passion throughout this event. Your involvement, questions, and contributions have made this gathering a success. We appreciate your dedication to learning and growth, and we have you found the session enlightful and valuable. Thank you all. I would like to thank you, our beloved head of the department, Dr. Ross Sanmugam sir, coordinator, for this constant help us guidance that radiated a source of energy within us. We will ever remain grateful to you, and we thank you for being with us today. My colleagues have helped in organizing this program. It is our team, Mrs. V. Kavibharati madam, Mr. C. Saumida madam, Mr. P. Dhanasekaran sir, Mr. V. Manimuthu sir, Mr. S. Marimuthu sir, and Mr. P. G. Sanjay, who needs to be specially appreciated for the effort. I am very much thankful to all current and former faculty members and non-teaching staff members who always stand by us and motivate us. I feel proud and thank you for making this event a successful one. Our special thanks to Computer Department, Electrical and Communication Engineering Department for providing continuous internet facility, and EEE Department for continuous EB supply and lighting facilities. Thank you for your esteemed presence and for making today's event a memorable one, and wishing you continued success in all your future missions. Last and finally, if time is money, then today you have spent millions for us. Thank you to all of you for making this event successful. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा। जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे